The top stories: PM Abiy urges people to join hands for all-round development. And assessments continue as AU forces prepare to leave Somalia. And welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, with the latest news highlights of the hour. I am Tabitha John. Do stay with us. We'll be back after the following short transition.
ከድንግል ማርያም ተወልዶ በመስቀል ላይ ስለ ኃጢአቴ ቤዛ ሆነ አማኑኤል እግዚአብሔር ከኛ ጋር ሆነ።
State Minister for Foreign Affairs, Musgano Araga, received Acting Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of the Sudan, Ambassador Hussein Awad Ali Mohammed. The two ministers exchanged views on the bilateral ties of Ethiopia and the Sudan. On the occasion, Sudanese Foreign Minister acknowledged Ethiopia's significant role in Sudan's comprehensive peacemaking efforts and requested Ethiopia to play its vital role based on the historical and fraternal close partnership of the two countries. State Minister Araga reiterated Ethiopia's commitment to peaceful resolution of the ongoing conflict and recalled Ethiopia's efforts to bring peace and stability to the sisterly nation of Sudan. Following his recent appointment as Foreign Minister, Hussein Awad Ali Mohammed embarked on his tour, with Ethiopia being his first destination. The Ethiopian Embassy in Juba announced that the Ethiopia-South Sudan Business and Investment Promotion Forum is set to commence this Sunday, aiming to strengthen bilateral relations and promote economic ties between the two nations. This announcement follows a meeting between Nabil Mahdi, the Ethiopian ambassador to the Republic of Sudan, and Theo Madok Dingwall, South Sudan's Minister of Investment, where they focused on enhancing business and investment collaboration. The forum, scheduled to take place in Juba, South Sudan, from May 13th to 16th, will serve as a platform for fostering economic connections and cooperation. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed says armed struggle to address the Oromo issues is outdated. The Premier made this remark while addressing people gathered to voice their support and celebrate the achievements made in various sectors over the past 6 years in Nakamte town of East Wallagga Zone of Oromia State. He also urged everyone to participate in peaceful struggle to achieve the development of Oromia State. Shagao Yamato has the following story.
A public rally advocating for ongoing national reform is held in Nakamte town in East Wallagga Zone of Oromia State. The public rally was staged with the presence of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, Deputy Prime Minister Tamasgen Trona, the Chief Administrator of Oromia Region Shimallis Abdisa, and various other federal and regional officials.
I am pleased with your warm welcome accorded to us while arriving at Nakamte Stadium. I would like to thank the residents of Wallagga for your warm reception.
The Oromo had been struggling to ensure the democratic and human rights of its people. Right now, all these issues are well addressed. However, what remains is to sustain the ongoing reform being made by the government, the Premier elaborated.
Oromon gaaffii abbaa biyyummaa, gaaffii ofiin of bulchuu harree hin qabu.
Self-administration, ownership of a state and the like are not issues of the Oromo people right now. All these issues are tackled with the sacrifice of Oromo daughters and sons. Issues that are left now are issues of development and unity. We must uphold the progress and successes attained through the reform initiatives.
As the conflict in one area of the country impacts the other, the dispute in Wallagga has impacted negatively the situation in the country. However, his administration is committed to working for the development of Wallagga, the Premier added.
Wallagga sababa nageenya dhabuutiin misooma gahaa hin argatin tureera.
Due to lack of peace and security, there has been no sufficient development in Wallagga. We have come here with a new idea of development for Wallagga. I would like to call on the people to work in unison for the realization of prosperity, development, peaceful coexistence and solidarity in Wallagga as well as in Oromia State.
The Prime Minister further called on the people to stand by the government in the efforts to realize national prosperity.
Dr. Abiy Ahmed.
The United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, said exploring the potential of locally known as shufara or moringa is vital to propel Ethiopia's food security and economic development. The UN body made their remark at a workshop it organized jointly with the Ethiopian Public Health Institute. Experts are exploring the potential of moringa's value chain to contribute to food security and economic development. Gosha Melissa brings us up to speed.
Despite there are a variety of edible fruits and vegetable resources in Ethiopia, the edible ones are very limited. Moringa is among them. A workshop organized by UNIDO and Ethiopian Public Health Institute held here in Addis Ababa on harnessing and exploring the potential of moringa to ensure food security and economic development. UNIDO country director said harnessing the potential of moringa is key to Ethiopia's food security and economic development. She also said that if the potential of moringa is properly explored, it empowers the community in ensuring food security.
When we started this project was to valorize this crop, you see, that is representing a very important crop for the communities that are located in the southern part of the country. Moringa, it is called moringa, and in Ethiopia is also an endemic species that is different. There are different kinds of species in the world, but the one in Ethiopia is very unique from the other. Moringa is then possibly good to be commercialized in your shops and in your gebeyas, you see, as a tea, as a powder, and as a kind of miracle product.
One of the UNIDO technical advisor, Lemlem Sisa, asserted the significance of moringa.
If you go to the southern part of Ethiopia, it is served on a daily basis on their table. So they knew about the value of moringa in terms of food. So what we are lacking is adding value, improving the production system, improve the value addition, securing the food safety system, and bringing to the market. That's what is missing. So if we have the entire value chain well closed and well demonstrated to the communities, not only for the rural communities, it also creates job for the youth in terms of production, in terms of marketing, in terms of distribution and exports.
She also highlighted moringa has drought resistance value.
The values are immense. We didn't use it, we didn't know it, but our ancestors, our forefathers, our people in the rural communities, they have been using it. I will give you one very interesting example. Last year, February, in the southern part of the country, there was a drought. And when we're driving from Arba Minch until Konso, the only green thing standing was the moringa tree.
Various research papers and experiences were presented at the workshop on how to excel the production of moringa to ensure Ethiopia's food security and economic development.
The African Union Transition Mission in Somalia and the UN Support Office in Somalia have been working closely with Mogadishu to ensure a smooth transfer of security responsibilities ahead of the scheduled withdrawal of peacekeepers. According to the chief of the African Union's Peace Support Operations Division, although the organization is withdrawing thousands of its soldiers, there won't be a security vacuum. Johannes Fentahun has the full story.
African Union forces who have been stationed in Somalia for nearly 17 years are anticipated to leave the nation entirely by December. The peacekeepers are primarily from neighboring nations. Several military bases have already been turned over to local forces by armies. Even if the Union is withdrawing thousands of its soldiers, there won't be a security vacuum, according to the chief of the African Union's Peace Support Operations Division, who was in the nation for the assessment process.
We have to make it a professional and organized manner so that there is no security vacuum, that the gain hardly made over the 17 years of the presence here don't get lost. It won't help anyone that we fall back in situation that we experience with civilian being in danger and some root causes in terms of clan misunderstanding being exacerbated again, which any group such as Al-Shabaab or other terrorist group will take advantage of. And we want to avoid that for sure.
The government of Somalia asked the UN Security Council in September of the last year to postpone the withdrawal of African Union forces because it was having difficulties in its military campaign against the Al-Shabaab in the country's central region. Security concerns persist with barely 7 months to go until the withdrawal deadline. However, there are plans to create a post-armies force to support the defense of important government installations, UN facilities and population centers.
And the Peace and Security Council is going to meet on the 13th of May to consider the report of our mission together with the strategic concept of operation of the new mission. Yeah, we try to make sure ambassadors in Addis Ababa in the capitals are reassured enough to really make sure that we have a smooth taking over from the new mission so that there is no disconnect between ATMIS and the post-ATMIS security arrangement.
Despite the unpredictable security situation after the exit of the international forces, mainly threats coming from the Al-Shabaab, officials agreed that the mission has positively contributed to the development of various sectors in Somalia.
We are very proud. The Somalia we have today is certainly different from the one that we found in 2007 when we deployed. There's been a lot of progress, there's been a lot of developments, and there's still ongoing positive developments.
Somalia has trained hundreds of soldiers over the years, and new defense partners like Turkey and the lifting of the UN Security Council arms embargo has enabled Somalia to boost its defense capabilities, it was learned.
You're watching ABC World, a reminder of the top stories. PM Abiy urges people to join hands for all-round development. And assessments continue as AU forces prepare to leave Somalia. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha John. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.